Okay, take this paper. Let's start the discussion of this paper. The question says, first one, there is a number with 2 digits. 2 digits means what? Like 1 is a digit, 2 is another digit, like that. Okay, this is a digit. So it says that some number has 2 digits. Among them, one digit is 3. Like 3 can be either here or here. Okay, 3 can be either there or there. So, and its place value is 10. So, 10's place, the 3's place value is 10. So, when we talk about the place value, like let's say 3212, this is the 2's place value is 1. This 1's place value is 10. This one's place value is 100. This one's place value is 3000. Place value basically means the value that belongs to each place. The value that belongs to each place. Like whatever the number here is, the place value is 1. Whatever the second number is, the place value is 10. Whatever the third number from right to left is, the place value is 100. Whatever the fourth number is, the place value is 1000. This is not 3000, it has to be 1000. Okay, it has to be 1000. So they are saying its place value is 10, which means 3 has to be here only, not here. 3 has to be here only, not here, because here the place value is 1, here the place value is 10. Okay, so the value represented by remaining digit is 7. So the 7 is here. Write the number is 37. When a number is rounded off to the nearest 10, when a number is rounded off to the nearest 10, what is now rounding off? Okay, rounding off means it's like this. Let's say round off. Okay, round off. I'm just summarizing. I'm not teaching, I'm just summarizing. Round off means, let's take first one is, if it is a number like a number of multiple of 10, like 10, 20, I mean like that. So if we take the 15 is, if we take 10 and 20, 15 is somewhere between. Okay, so the rule is, if the number is half or more, it is rounded off to the next multiple of 10. Okay, so according to that theory, 15 is rounded off to 20, 16 is rounded off to 20, Okay. 17 is rounded off to 20. 18 is rounded off to 20 only. Let's say 11. 11 is not half or more, it is less. If it is less, it is the previous multiple of 10. For an example, this one, 11 is rounded off to 10. 12 is rounded off to 10. 13 is rounded off to 10 only. 14 is also rounded off to 10. But if it is 15, it is rounded off to 20. If it is 16, rounded off to 20. 17 rounded off to 20. This is if the question is round off to the nearest multiple of 10. Nearest 10. Okay, this is rounding off to the nearest multiple of 10. Nearest multiple of 10. Nearest multiple of 10. Since the question says the nearest multiple of 10, I am only discussing about that, okay? So, if I summarize again, nearest multiple of 10, I'll take another example. I'll take the number 24. Okay, number 24. The question is now do it on your own, round off to the nearest multiple of 10. Multiple of 10. Okay, how to do that? 24 is between what two 10 multiples? The multiple of 10s are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, like that, no? Multiples of 10. So 24 is between which two multiples of 10? These are the multiples of 10. Okay, these are the multiples of 10. See, these are the multiples of 10. So my question is, among these multiples of 10, this 24, where is it situated? Where is it situated among this multiple of 10? So between 10 and 20, can you find 24? No. Between 20 and 30, can you find 24? Yes. So 24 is somewhere between 20 and 30. No, yes. 20, 21, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, right? 24 is between 20 and 30. So, write that 20 here, 30 here. 24 is somewhere less than the middle. Okay? So, according to our rule, what it say? If it is half or more, it is to next. If it is less, it is to previous. Okay, so this is the half. Here is the half. Here is the half. Is it half or more? No, it is less than the half. If it is less than the half, it is to the previous number. If it is less than, if it is 25, it is the half. Okay, if it's the 25, it is the half. But it is now 24. The number that is given in the question is 24. 24 means it is less than the half. Less than the half. Less than half. If it is less than half, it is to the previous multiple of 10. Okay. So less than half means this 24 is less than half, which means it goes to the previous multiple. 24 is between 20 and 30, somewhere here, 20 and 30. So if it is less than the half means 25. If it is less than the 25, it is to the previous. Which means the 20. Okay, I hope it's clear now. And how many, next one is, so now the question is, what number is rounded off to the nearest 10? When a number is rounded off to the nearest 10 is 60. So if it is, I'll rub this off. If a number is rounded off to the nearest 10 is 60. So it says that it is now rounded off. Okay. So it is rounded off. Okay. It is rounded off. Then it is 60. If it is rounded off, it is 60. If the number is rounded off to the nearest 10, it is 60. So it has to be a number more than 55. Right? The number has to be more than 55. Number has to be either 55 or more than 55. It has to be either 55 or more than 55. It has to be a number among these. Because if the number is rounded off to the nearest 10, if that rounded off number is 60, that number given in the question has to be either 55 or any other number among these. Right? So now write the largest possible number. The largest possible number which can be is 59. Because 59, when we round it off, it is 60 only. So the largest possible number is 59. The smallest possible number, it can be taken smallest possible number. The smallest possible number is 55. Because what does the question say? What does our theory says? If it is half or more, it is to the next. Right? Half or more. Which means the least one is half. The least one. The smallest number that we can take is the half. Which means the 55 is the smallest number. So here we can write 55. Next one is, how many circles are there in the given figure? Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Find the value. 7.5 and 3.25. If a number is given like this, add a 0 at the end. 5, 0 plus 5 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10. Select the figure that contains the acute angle, obtuse angle and the right angle in the same figure. Acute angle, now I'll give you a minute. Tell me what is acute angle. At least if you are not saying, think about it. What is acute angle? Keep this in mind. Acute angle means any angle that is less than 90. Less than 90. Then what is obtuse angle? Obtuse means more than 90, less than 180. Okay, next one is right angle. Right angle is 90. Now let's see. Any angle that is less than 90. Now this one, when we see, we can find it is more than 90. More than 90. This is 90. Well, this one is less than 90. This one is more than 90. And there is 90 also. Less than 90 is there. More than 90 is there. And 90 is there. So this is the answer. B. Next one is add seconds. Seconds, when you add minutes and seconds, keep this in mind. When you add minutes and seconds, write here. Okay, write here below. The first answer you should write below only. So let's see. 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 3 is 7. Now 75 seconds means 1 minute and 15 seconds. Why? In 75 seconds, 1 minute means 60 seconds, right? So 75 means it consists of 1 minute also. It is more than 60. If any number is more than 60, keep this in mind. If any number is more than 60, you have to subtract from the given answer to get the remaining ones. Which means 75 seconds means it has a set of 60 seconds and it has a set of 15 seconds. So 60 seconds and 15 seconds, this is forming the 75 seconds. Okay, but this 60 seconds means 1 minute. So this means 1 minute and 15 seconds. So the 75 I wrote here. 15 seconds, no, 75 seconds means 60 seconds and 15 seconds. 60 seconds means 1 minute. 15 seconds means 15 seconds. Because in this side we can only write the seconds. The minute I am taking to this side. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Next one is mark an integer less than -3 on the number line. So, before talking about this, tell me what? When we go to this side, what happens? The value increases. Keep this in mind. If you don't know that, you can't get the answer. So, mark an integer less than -3 on the number line. So, if this side value increases, this side value decreases. Is that clear? If this side value increases, this side value decreases. I am telling it again. This side value increases, right? Because why? 1 and 2. 2 is more than 1. 1, the value increases and it forms 2. Which means this side value increases, this side value decreases, right? So Mark an integer less than -3. Less than -3 means -4, -5. You can mark like this or you can mark like this. Now, Sumit thrown a stone rapidly towards the northeast, hit the tree on its way, returned to himself. What is the direction of travel after the tree? Check the question again. See if you understand the question. Sumit thrown a stone rapidly towards the northeast. Right. Tell me the directions. North and this one. South. Right hand side is east and left hand side is west. Okay. And then mark the northeast, southwest, southeast, northwest, right? Now, Sumitun rapid towards the northeast hits a tree on its way and returns to himself. So, he is here, right? He is here. He is here. He throws to this direction. He throws it to this direction and then it returns to himself only. It returns on the same direction. It returns on the same direction like that. What is the direction of the travel after the tree? Like it goes like this, it comes like that. If it comes like that, if it comes like this, what is the direction? This means this is direction, southeast. It goes this way, right? Which means to the northwest. But it comes this way. If I hit something, it goes this way, but it comes this way. So if this is northwest, this is northwest, this is southeast. Because why? This goes this way, it is northwest, but it comes this way. But it comes the opposite direction, this way. This way, this way, this way means southeast. So your answer has to be southeast. Simplify 348 times 25. I'll multiply that here. 348 times 25. 8 times 5 is 40. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 4 is 24. 5 plus 2 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. 8 times 2 is 16. 1 remaining. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. Now add all together. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. 1 remaining. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8,700. I'll tell you one easy method to do this one. 348 times 25. You can multiply this as 348 times 100 divided by 4. Why? Because 100 divided by 4 means 25 only. 100 divided by 4 means 25 only. So you can multiply the 348 by 100 and then divide it by 4. 348 times 100 means this one and divide by 4. right? If you don't understand this method, it's fine. You can use this method, okay? This method is also perfectly fine. What we want to target is the marks, not the method. I don't mind what method you are doing, but just focus on the marks. That's very much enough. Next one, write the multiples of 4 between 20 and 36. To do this question, they are asking you multiples of 4 between 20 and 36. Multiples of 4. Now tell me, what are the multiples of 4? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, right? Between 20 and 36. Now where is 20? Here is the 20. Where is 36? Here is the 36. Between these two numbers, 24, 28 and 32. 24, 28 and 32. Then find the number of squares, trapeziums in this figure. Squares and trapeziums in this figure. What is a square now? See, a square means all four sides equal. All four sides should be equal. All four sides should be equal, okay? Should be equal. But trapezium means all four sides should not be equal, but it has to, one pair has to be parallel to each other, like that. Okay, the next pair should not be parallel like this, but one pair has to be parallel. Here see, this pair is parallel, no? Like that, it has to be parallel. One pair has to be parallel. So find number of squares. Squares 1, 2. If there is any other mistakes, you can let me know. But for now, I just see 2 squares only. Trapeziums are, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Add 2/3 and 1/6. See how to add that. Two-third and 1/6. When you are doing this, the first thing you have to notice is that these two are not same. If the numerator is not same, we can't add. If the numerator is not same, we can't add. Okay, we have to make it same. How can I make that? How can I make both same? I can either make this 3 multiplied by 2 and form the 6. If you find these two numbers do not match each other, you have to multiply both numbers together. Okay, now see how I do this. This one 2/3, right? This 2/3 and 1/6. This 3 you can make a 6, right? So you can multiply by 2 and 2. So then it becomes 6. This becomes 6. And then 2 times 2 is 4. So now you can add. The numerator is common. The denominator 4 plus 1 is 5. How did I do it again? See, this 1/6 is common, right? 1/6. Now I'm going to make this 2/3 into 1/6 because I can see that 3, when it multiplied by 2, I can form this 6. 3 times 2 is 6, right? So if I multiply 3 by 2, I can form the 6. If I multiply the 3 by 2, I can form the 6. So I am choosing to multiply the upper one, the denominator as well. Because whatever I do to the numerator, I have to do it to the denominator as well. So what I am doing is, I am multiplying this by 2, I am multiplying this by 2, which means it is 4. This one, upper one is 4, lower one is 6. So see, upper one is 4, lower one is 6. So 4 plus 1 is 5. This 6 is common. It has to be written as common as it is. So the answer is 5/6. 5/6. Okay. Next one, write 3,007,221 in numerical form. Now, before that, just tell me the zones. I have to revise the zones before that. The zones are, if I have a number like that, you have to first divide a number into three groups. So these are ones, or you can take it as digits. This one, thousands. This one, millions. Ones, thousands and millions. OMOTM. Remember that way. OTM. Okay. Now see, 3 digits, 3 digits, 3 digits. What have I drawn? I have drawn spaces for the numbers. So this is ones. This is thousands. This is millions. Right. So the question says 3 billion. Okay. I'm drawing 3 more numbers, 3 more columns for billions. Billions, how many billions? 3. Just write 3. Then 7,000. 7,000. In the thousands, write 7. In thousands, you have to just write the 7. Because it says the 7,000, right? If I write the 7 here, it is 70,000. So if they say 7,000, you have to just write the 7 out there, so that it is 7,000. Then 3,07,221. 221. How to write 221? 221. 221 should be written in the ones. So I am writing 221. Right? 221 I am writing in the ones. What did I do now? What did I do now? The question says 3 billions. That's why I wrote the 3 in the billion column. What happens if I write it here? It is 30. If I write a number here, it is 30. If I write the 3 here, it is 300. But the question says how much? 3 billion. So I'm writing the 3 here, billion here, right? Is that clear? 3 here, billion here. Then they didn't talk about million, so I didn't write anything. And they say 7,000. So I'm writing 7 here in the thousands column. 7,000. What happens if I write here? It is 70,000. So I'm not writing there. I'm writing just the 7. I'm writing just the 7 out there. Okay. Next one is 221. Any number which calls out the hundreds, I can write it here only. So 221, I wrote in the ones. So 3 billion. They didn't talk about millions. 7,221. Now what happens to the other remainings? Just 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Right? Now how to write this number? 3, 3, 0, 007, 221. 3, no comma, no need to write comma, 000, 007, 221. Sumit's fish tank holds 12 liter 725 milliliter of water. Write in milliliters. Milliliter 725 milliliter, it's already there. Okay. It is already in milliliter. What have I need to do? I need to convert the 12 liters. I need to convert these 12 liters into the milliliters. So if I convert the 12 liters into milliliter, I have to multiply by 1000. 12 liters multiplied by 1000. 12 liters multiplied by 1000, which means 12,000 milliliters, right? So this one I converted into milliliter, and then another one 725 milliliter I'm adding as it is, 725 milliliter. If I add it, it is 12,725 milliliter. Always convert the numbers one by one and then get the answer, because if they say 75 milliliter and here if it is 12 liters, the answer might be wrong. So see, they are asking to convert into the milliliters. Okay, they are asking to convert it to the milliliters. So already 725 is in the milliliters only. So there is nothing to convert into milliliters, right? Nothing to convert because it's already converted. What do we have to convert? We have to convert the 12 liters one only. 12 liter. If I am converting liters into milliliter, what have I need to do? I need to multiply by 1000. How to multiply by 1000? Just add 3 zeros. 0, 0, 0 at the end. So 12 multiplied by 1000, 12, 3 zeros at the end, 1, 2, 3, 3 zeros at the end. Now then it is the milliliter, 12,000 milliliters. Then add 725. So 12,000 and 725, which means 12,725. So that is the answer. Always separately multiply or else the answer might be wrong. Next one is write the perimeter in meters. Okay, this is 60 centimeters, right? Which means this is also 60 centimeters. Because it's the same parallel line, if the parallel lines in a rectangle, parallel lines are equal in size. This is 40 centimeters. This is also 40 centimeters. Now add all. 60 and 40 means 100. Here this 60 and 40 means 100. 60 and 40 means 100. 100 and 100, 200. 200 centimeters. 200 centimeters. is the perimeter. 200 centimeters means 2 meters. If you don't write in 2 meters, you will not get the mark. You will not get marks. Huh? Next one, name the solid which can be made using the given net. Name the solid. That is easy. Okay. Next one is write the 8th term of the square number pattern. 1, 4, 9, 16. How to get the square number patterns? How to get them? The first one is, first square number is 1 times 1, which means 1 times 1 is 1. Second square number is 2 times 2, which is 4. Third one is 3 times 3, which is 9. Fourth one is 4 times 4, which is 16. Fifth one is 5 times 5, which is 25. How much, which one are they asking? 8. Same way, 8th one is 8 square, 8 times 8, which means 64. Right, 64. There are 78 passengers in a bus and 19 passengers get off the bus on one stop. Write the number of passengers remaining. Inside the bus, what is the question number? 18. Inside the bus, how many were there? Inside the bus there were 78. How many get off? 19. 19 went away. 19 went away. Okay. If 19 went away, how much is there in the bus? So 78 minus 19. This is 9. Here it is 6 minus 1 is 5. 59. 59 is remaining. Then write 0.4, like, wait, 42 over 100 in decimal number, which is 0.42. Very easy. How did I do that? I will give you 2 examples, and that is it. 2 over 10 means 0.2. Same way, 2 over 100 means 0.02. This number of 0, you have to keep the decimal point. 2, you have to keep the decimal point here, then it is 0.2. If you have divided by 100, you have to give the decimal point after 2 numbers here, which means 0.02. Do you see 02 here? So 0. This is decimal number, and 02. 0.02. Or else you can count this way also. How many numbers here after the decimal point? 2 numbers. Okay. So here see 1 number, second number, the decimal point should be kept. Next one is separate 12, 15, 17, 23, 24, 29 into 2 groups based on the common properties. Write suitable names for each group. So you can write 12, 24 multiples of 2, and 15, 17, 23, 29. 15, 17, 23, 29 inside this one. This A can be said as the multiples of 2. B can be said as prime numbers. Okay, because prime numbers means what? The numbers which can be divided by them and 1. So 23 can can be divided only by 1 and 23. It cannot be divided by 2, it cannot be divided by 3, it cannot be divided by 4. It can only be divided by itself and 1. It can be only divided by itself and 1, right? That's all. Let's meet with the part 2 next day.